Hey guys, it's Miss Crystal and we're gonna talk about some books, okay? So here's the deal. I have 2 middle grade and then 2 high school, sort of 8th graded off books, just like usual. And yeah, we're just gonna get into it. Okay, so lasagna means I love you. I'm starting with my middle grade, so no. Lasagna means I love you. So this one is about this girl named Mo, and she lives with her nan, and she thinks like, like that's good enough for me, like nan and me against the world, like that's all I need. And then something happens to nan and she's left with her uncle, who then kind of hands her off to foster care. And so Mo is obviously left feeling, sad, alone, all the things. And then she remembers that like nan used to say that in times of like distress that you should get a hobby. And at first she thinks like that's kind of a dumb idea, but then she finds a handmade book of family recipes and she starts to cook these recipes and realizes she gets a lot of comfort out of, reading them, reading the notes in the margins, making the food. And then she starts to ask other people for their family recipes. And it kind of turns into this big like thing. And then, stuff starts to kind of unravel as well. And so I won't go too much into that. But basically the whole thing is just about like creating your own family, creating your own traditions. Yeah, and how you kind of have to build that for yourself sometimes, Okay, next thing, the Windeby puzzle. So this one is interesting because like Lois Lowry, legend, you know what I mean? And then also this picture is what it's based off of, which is the Windeby children in Germany, which was a major like archaeological discovery. And so Lois Lowry has come up with a story to go along with this. And it is about Astrild and Varric. So Astrild isn't like the other girls in her village because she wants to be a warrior, and Varric isn't like anyone because he has a major physical deformity. And they kind of help each other in the way of like finding kinship, helps, Astrild train and like everything. So it's just about that, defying conventions, going against the grain, friendship, and also a little bit of history thrown in. Okay, next, the Black Queen. Everyone loved her, homecoming killed her. So this one, I'm going to look up the names. Nova. So Nova is is supposed to be the first Black homecoming queen that was elected at their school. And instead she was found like murdered in like a graveyard this close to their school. And obviously like her best friend Duchess is upset, obviously, and also is like little investigator and like trying to figure out like what happened to her friend. And her number one suspect in her mind is Tinsley, who is this like, pseudo white girl who was supposed to be homecoming queen, or at least feels that she was supposed to be homecoming queen. Very popular, just like your cookie cutter girl. And so that's what she's suspecting, but then no one is like going along with her because she feels like, because there's so much like privilege attached to Tinsley, her dad is Duchess's dad is a police officer and kind of has to toe the line, so can't ask too many questions. And so it kind of brings into a theory like, yeah, like is she obsessing over the wrong person, or is it truly like a racial sort of disparity thing happening? So interesting. I don't know. Like mystery, you might like it. Yeah. Okay, the 909 Project. This one was like kind of Jameson Deaver. So Jameson lost his mother, who was very, very into photography, and his dad and his sister are like coping with it the best way they know how. And they all kind of move right along, with life. But Jameson feels that his mother's memory is like slowly slipping away from him. And so to get more of a connection with her, he goes to get her camera and he starts to take pictures at the same place and the same time, like every day. And then he starts to like make connections with those people and have, you know, more friendships and things. And it kind of is an exploration of himself as well as his community. So interesting read. I definitely like, if you know someone who's struggling with grief, it's a good one. Someone struggling with finding their art voice, it's a good one. So yeah, I think it's good. Go for it. Okay, those are my 4 random books that you can pick up here. That's it for me. See you guys later. Bye.